What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Steel City Motors and another vehicle highlight. Today we are going to be looking at one of our most popular makes and models for a sedan. A lot of people love a Honda. A lot of people love a mid to full size sedan that can do stuff from getting you to and from work, taking the kids to school, doing any kind of things without having that SUV kind of gas guzzling tendency, but still having everything that you need to get work, school, and life done. This is one of those vehicles that a lot of people look for in particular because it's got a great reputation on the market, and it's one of those just really popular, really easy to find kind of makes and models that everybody likes to have in their car roster. So let's jump into this 2011 Honda Accord SE and take a closer look. So as you can see, this one is a nice kind of clean older vehicle. Great contour on those seats. Gotta love that Honda does a great job at pulling that off. It is one of those vehicles that does not have a whole giant iPad screen, but it still has enough features for anybody's everyday commute and a little bit more. Love the fact that even though that this is a lighter colored interior, it's still been maintained fairly well. It's nice and comfortable and contoured both in the front and the back seats, so the ergonomics are definitely not compromised. We've got some power seating here in the front. We've got some cup holders and little storage areas in the back. And overall, the headroom and legroom does not leave you wanting for more. It does not feel like you're playing limbo. But let's get into these driver's seat features and really get into this nitty gritty. So jumping in here, you can see that you still have a good little bit of room here. I am right around 5'10", and I don't feel all claustrophobic in here, which is great. We've got our pedals and the off-road kind of toggle here. Got a good little bit of stuff on the steering wheel, from the cruise control to the kind of infotainment system stuff going on here. It's not a very technological infotainment system, but it gives you the information, the radio, and things like that. As you can see here, we got a little disc changer as well. We've got dual zone climate control with all the different options here, so it's really nice to kind of have that. The zoning is more about the way the AC blows, so it is centralized for temperature, but it does have adjustment points on either side. We also have seat heating on either side, which is really nice there. It's always a nice little option for climate control. And we do have a key start, and we've got a fob and a key. So it's not super duper difficult to get stuff like that made and copied, which is kind of a little bit beneficial when it comes to stuff like this, because I know nowadays keys can be pretty complex. All right, y'all, let's take a more in-depth look into the back of this vehicle. As you can see, even though the seat is quite a bit back here, I still have an ample amount of leg room. I'm right around 5'10", as I said, so I do have a good little bit of space. Here we have those aforementioned cup holders and the rear, like the trunk access kind of situation that is lockable if needed. Very nice and handy in case you need to go down and like reach anything. The contouring, as I said, on these seats is actually really nice. It's really nicely ergonomic. It's very comfortable, and it feels more like you're sitting on a couch than in a vehicle. Cue my energy drink. But it is just a really overall nicely configured vehicle. Not too many bells and whistles for the model year, but it does everything that it needs to do and is an extremely comfortable ride, whether you're sitting up front or as a passenger. For the final portion, we have the trunk, which can be popped by the button on our key fob. And we do have quite an ample little bit of space right here with that aforementioned access, and also the ability to fold our seats if needed. It's one of those kind of 60-40 situations, so we do only have that one side that folds on this specific vehicle. And down here we have a very easily accessible compartment with our spare tire and our jack, which makes everything super duper intuitive and just nicely manageable. So this is pretty much all we've got going on for this vehicle. Let's wrap this up. But thank you so much for jumping in to this vehicle with me today, taking a look at this 2011 Honda Accord. It is honestly an awesome commuter car. It's one of those things that combines the simplicity of a baseline kind of full-size sedan with the more kind of upscale elements that you would expect from Honda, from the seating to the interior quality and all the little features and style points that make Honda what it is, a household brand that a lot of people love. If you want to check out any more vehicles, head on over to steelcitymotors.com if you're not there already, or drop on in to 1011 Old Cedar Grove Road here in Moody, Alabama, right off of I-20 exit 144. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.